the show, but I never watched the show. So I guess about a month before we actually filmed the episode, I was on a Twin Peaks marathon. So by the time they came, they had everything Twin Peaks.
What was that? Let's kind of affect your brain a little bit. That much Twin Peaks.
I don't know if I thought I actually recovered from it yet. But I mean, I enjoyed the show a lot. Once I started watching the first episode, I got into it. And well, they've been talking about it for so many years. I guess I would assume for him it was nice. Him seeing me go through the moments now. So I would watch it and I'll come to work the next day like, dude, this one.
How obsessed was he by the show? Did you guys tell he was obsessed with Twin Peaks a little bit over the years you've been working with him?
James Renee?
Yeah. Happy to not.
Like I said, he's a distributor.
Okay. Gets paid for it. The flip side of the Twin Peaks folks watching these guys do their work, what was that like? Because the chemistry that you guys seem to have is almost unparalleled if I've been watching TV. But I'm curious what you guys thought, seeing how they work.
I was very, very impressed. Very impressed. They made me proud to be an actor, which doesn't happen very often anymore. But really, really, truly, their crew, everybody up there was up there, when we shot, but kind, funny, professional. It was an absolute delight, and mutual respect all around with them and the people that work with them. It was wonderful.
Now, did you guys know Psych much before you got the call to do this?
Rated.
I heard on the same.
I thought I said, what show? Oh, they did it last year. Yeah, that's right.
Performed an exorcism on it. An episode last year.
Did you ever think of having him on but a different character? Did you always know you would find a way to work this character before?
Well, it was a no-brainer and undebatable that he had to be in. So that was the question: do we bring back Father Wesley, or do we bring back a different character? And it seemed like it was a pretty easy marriage. I mean, we had a diary, and we knew we were going to change the language, and
We had a wig maker in Culver City.
yeah, Culver City, fit it in, and in record time he shipped it out. But I got to give a lot of credit to my co-writer, Mr. Bill Callahan. While I was off making sure that this thing was jammed with as much Twin Peaks love as humanly possible, he had the thankless job of making sure that there was a story that made sense, that tracked the mystery and all of those elements, and which he did a bang job of. So couldn't have done without him.
Apparently, has David Lynch arrived? He hasn't, so I can't ask him. Have you gotten any feedback from?
We got feedback from a Lynch. David's daughter Jennifer has seen the episode, and from all accounts enjoyed it thoroughly. Was planning on joining us this evening, but has a little flu for him.
I talked to David just a couple of days ago before doing the Twin Peaks Festival in London, and he called to check in, and I told him about this, and he was thrilled. He said anything that helps people remember Twin Peaks is good, and he was really pleased that it was an homage to Twin Peaks. So I think he's going to be a happy camper.
He said he's going to watch, huh?
Well, he said he was going to watch. Does he have a TV? Yeah, no, I think he's going to be very pleased with this.
Actually, one thing that, with him saying, keep the memory of Twin Peaks alive, I can't imagine it's ever faded, because it just seems so iconic and it will always be around. But how often do you all get recognized from it? Do you actually get offered pie more frequently?
I've never been offered pie.
Later.
I got offered rides by people. You see me walking down. I was walking in Bucharest, Romania, of all places. And cars were stopping. Strange little cars. They were stopping and offering me rides. Offering Leland Palmer rides. Great rides. So yeah, I guess we were in like 70 or 75 countries. And for some of those countries, we were like it. You were like your only nighttime show. And that's a pretty strange night.
I get asked to sign a lot of Presto logs. Ones with a paper on them. And the flight attendant today flying in from New York said that he served a lot of celebrities, but I had really topped it. And it was just because of the wood. Oh, the City of London, it was an amazing event this weekend. Put on this festival at the Riverside Studios in Hammersmith, and all those Bulgarians and Romanians came, Italians, and they did a marathon, and they ate cherry pie, and some of the actors, some of us came and met and talked to them and signed autographs. It was really quite an event. It was the first UK festival. But there is a festival every year in Snoqualmie, Washington, North Bend, that some of us have gone to here and there. And it's every August, last week in August. It's been going on for 20 years.
Yeah, I think it was back in 1992.
Yeah.
I went to the first one, and there were 1,500 or 2,000 Japanese tourists. They all got off the bus at the same time. It seemed there were many buses. And they all started running towards me. But they stopped just short. And then we did this a lot.
But now, for everybody who watched the show, I've always wondered this. That I enjoyed watching it. I will say that I didn't understand about half the things that were going on at a certain point in it, where you have to, like, now you can rewatch it and figure it out. Did you know everything that was going to happen and kind of get it all, or was it as much of a mystery to you guys as it was to everybody watching?
I was completely lost. I had no idea what I was doing. I would just get my pages.
They didn't give us scripts
No,
after a
no
while.
scripts,
No,
but
we just
it's
got our
only
own
like
scene.
your number was printed on your pages, your own personal number. So
I
would
always
just-
got a full script. But I never knew from week to week really what was going to happen. And that was on purpose. We should as characters know what's going to happen. You don't, do you?
When did you find out you were the guy?
Like the day before we shot the reveal scene.
You gotta tell the story.
It's a good story.
You gotta tell the story.
Oh, yeah, well. I believe David recounts it in one of his books, this story, but he remembers it a little differently than I do. It was, we were nominated for like 14 Emmys that year, and we didn't win any of them. But we all went. We all sat up in the balcony.
Right.
And made, and you guys won the Emmys. Every law.
Yeah, Corbin was sitting down in the orchestra, I think.
Like in the first or second row. Anyway, so this is like a couple of days before we're supposed to shoot the reveal scene of who really the killer of Laura Palmer is, or you realize who it is. And so David and Mark called me and Cheryl Lee and Richard Beamer upstairs to one of our office rooms, and it was a room devoid of furniture.
Just
Nothing.
brown carpet on the wall.
Just a brown carpet. And I think there was a lava lamp in the corner. David and Mark were sitting cross-legged on the floor. There's the three of us, Richard Beamer, Benjamin Horn, and me and Shirley came in, and they're going to tell us what's going to happen and who it is. And so we all sit down and we cross our legs, and we're waiting with bated breath, and David, all of a sudden, and this is the way I remember it, he reached over and he went, "Ray, it's you."